Two-Tone Miles here, and it's been about 2 weeks since my last video, so it's time to do something about that. Now, does that mean we're gonna be talking biology? Not this time. I do intend to go back to my biology lecture series in future videos, but honestly, the bio vids, they take about 3 times as long to produce as a CD review or a ska vid. And right now, my work week just is not gonna accommodate that. See, my work week's gone up to about 70 hours per week, so to say I have a lot less time than I did earlier this spring would be a bit of an understatement. So in the interest of getting something out, we're just going to be talking ska this time. So there's going to be music, there will be music to uplift, it'll be a godsend, it'll be a gift. Those are lyrics from There Will Be Music off the new Bosstones album, The Magic of Youth, released in December 2011. And I've finally gotten around to listening to it, and it's a great album for sure. I haven't had much chance to let it sink in, so this is just kind of me speaking off the cuff here with some first impressions. These days, if I have time to listen to anything, it's pretty much on my cell phone while out in the field harvesting. And my phone has kind of this interesting quirk of interleaving this particular album amongst others, with no real easy way to sort it out. So I've heard all the tracks on the CD, but in kind of a weird order, so I haven't really had a chance to put together a full impression for the CD, take it all in. That being said, there are 3 tracks that are real standout tracks for me. There Will Be Music, which is playing right now. The titular Magic View, that's a great song, and top favorite track for me though has got to be Like a Shotgun. And I believe you can get Like a Shotgun as free download still. So if you're interested in that, Google it. You may be able to get yourself a free Bosstones track that way. If you're a Bosstones fan, definitely check this one out. Another CD which I'm getting around to is Made in Britain by The Selector. There had been excellent lead-up coverage of this album on the Duff Guide to Ska, and Pauline Black, she's got a new autobiography out. Sounds really cool, love to check it out. I'd actually managed to get my dad a signed copy of the CD for Father's Day, and the band really did a great job of personalizing it. Really thankful for that, that was really cool. The Selector, they're definitely a band that would be high on my list of favorite ska bands. Top 5 to be sure. Pauline Black's voice is simply amazing. And this CD was a real treat. It's kind of messed up that a lot of the political turmoil that birthed the two-tone movement is kind of resurfacing in the modern political climate. The Tea Party, they're name-dropped on the song Big in the Body, Small in the Mind, that yes, you fascists are about to lose. My favorite tracks are Fuck Art, Let's Dance, fucking great name by the way, and My England. They do a spectacular cover of the late Amy Winehouse's Back to Black. The real highlight of the album for me though was going in, not knowing the track list, and hearing a fresh recording of They Make Me Mad on the back end of the CD. Definitely really enjoying Selector, Made in Britain. It just feels so good to have new Selector to listen to. So now we're going to get into the real meat and potatoes of the video, the impetus for this episode, why I'm putting this all together. Last weekend I had a truly unique experience to receive an invitation to a private show. The Delirians of Los Angeles were playing the home of Simmer Down Records' head honcho on their return home from the Vancouver Ska Festival. And so to be invited was a real treat. I'd never really had a chance to do the basement scene before. most of my friends, we usually bonded over other forms of entertainment. Books, movies, TV shows, while we all kind of maintained our own distinct taste in music. So we never were kind of the group to, you know, oh, let's all go to a concert, or more, let's all go see a movie together. So I kind of missed out on the whole basement scene. And so to get a chance to finally do that was an amazing experience for me. I got to bring the wife along too, so that was just a lot of fun. Had a great time chatting up the band. Additionally, a lot of the Oregon ska elite were in attendance. I got to hang out and talk music with members of the Delirians. The band got to chat up members of the Sentiments, original Middle-Aged Ska and Joy Club, and Long Shots. So it was an evening in the company of some truly exceptional musicians. I think just about everyone there played in a band except me. So look for a review of the Delirians' latest release from me in the next few weeks or so. And hell, I need to do a review for the original Middle-Aged Ska Club's Live at Queen of Hearts recording, since I've really been enjoying that a whole lot these days. So, the evening began with beer and a barbecue. The food was excellent, the beer was cold, the weather was perfect. My wife, she made an amazing pasta salad. She'll let me post it on the blog. The recipe, I'll put the recipe up. I'll do that. It was a great chance to talk to some really amazing people. After a few hours, we all filed in the basement for an incredible show. The Delirians, these guys are super talented. Played an absolutely amazing set. Everything sounded incredible. Guitar, bass, box, drums, keys, horns. Everybody just killed it. It sounded so tight. And it was a real treat for the years as I found myself drawing focus from instrument to instrument to take it all in. You know, as I'd be listening to the bass line and thinking, like, man, the bass line's so cool. Suddenly I'd find myself taking notice of what was going on the keys. So just everybody was sounding fantastic. My favorite tune of the evening was Easy Groovin'. Had everyone singing along by the end. Though I'll admit that El Gigante was probably a close second, perhaps because of its subject matter. There simply aren't enough songs about giant pizzas, and this song helps fill that void. And since they were playing the aptly named Simmer Down Manor, they closed with Simmer Down, which had everyone dancing and singing along. I was incredibly honored to have been invited, and to see a band that had just played large festivals, play a small private gig, and to be one of the invitees, that was a real treat. Definitely one of the coolest nights. We ended up hanging out much later in the evening, and the conversation was just absolutely thrilling. It was a real treat to hear stories about traditional acts like Norma Fraser, Lester Sterling, Toots, and then to hear talk about punk pioneers like Rancid and Op Ivy. The conversation even had nods to bands like Devo and Soundgarden, and talk some Jaco Pastorius. The conversation was also a bit of an eye-opener about a certain form of technical elitism present in part of the jazz community. Who knew? I'm not a musician, so clearly I didn't know. This was just an incredible chance to talk music with people whose taste in music not only paralleled my own, but people who had a real treasure trove of personal stories and anecdotes to share. To say that this evening has been the highlight of my summer thus far would be completely true. It was the perfect Portland summer evening. I could think of no better way than to spend it in the company of such amazing people coming in together to enjoy the music. In closing, I want to give a shout out to a Canadian ska punk band, Class Action. I did a review of their CD a few months back, and they've got a new EP out called An Extra Bar of the Wrong Song. I first heard about the release on Wednesday and had a chance to pick it up. It's 4 solid tracks, definitely worth the 5. dollars Canadian that it's priced at. My personal favorite tracks are For Your Consideration, Rise Up. Man, I've just been playing Rise Up a lot these past couple days. So this is another great release by a great band, and just listening to it improved my week considerably. So definitely want to give a shout out to Class Action. New EP is up. It's great. Check it out.
Kids grow up much too